Hello and welcome to a Let's Play of Ascendancy. So, it's another strategy game where you fight for the control of a cluster of star systems. But let's start with the introduction. Yeah, this galaxy consists of 300 billion stars. 60,000 centuries ago, there were over 20 billion life-sustaining planets orbiting those stars. Some of the life on these worlds evolved in intelligence. Some species learn to travel through space. As they explored, they encountered one another. Wildly different cultures competed for the same worlds. In the enormous upheaval that followed, one of these species would gain ascendancy. Yeah, that's where the name of the game comes. Let's start a new game. These are very typical options for a game like this. Number of species in the game. The game area. We'll choose by atmosphere. It's sort of a it's both a difficulty setting and how much the game cheats. So atmosphere peaceful means that game AI treats you same as other AIs and it doesn't cheat. Here it cheats a little bit, I think, in its industrial capacity, but on the other hand it slightly disfavors you in diplomacy, but not that much. Here it's basically the AI is very quick to gang up on you. We'll play it on normal or neutral, because that seems to be the default setting. Star density is basically the size. The galaxy is always similar size, but the number of stars in the cluster varies. So dense, very dense. We don't want that. We want not vacuous. Yeah, not vacuous, but sparse. So some systems, but not too many. We want to limit the length of the Let's Play, and it can become incredibly tedious to play because of the mechanics, so that's why we don't decide on what color to play it until we decide on the race. There are quite a lot of them. I'll go through them quickly. Okay, minions, there's short introductions, but that's not what we want to know what the special ability of the race is. So, minions, a mysterious group of robot creatures controlled by an unknown extragalactic superforce. They are hideously strong and quick. We need to begin a new game to see. And every race has a unique music to it. I do like the art style and the music in this game quite a lot. The special abilities, yeah, minions, supreme planet invaders. Special ability, minions are masters of invasion. Your planetary invasions will always succeed. Very strong ability, very strong. Especially as longer the game goes, the better that is. Okay, next one. Snovem domas. This looks like a sort of a mammoth type creature. Snovem domas are incredibly tough and guard their territories with alarming ferocity. They are generally uninterested in diplomacy with other species. Yeah, they look like mammoths, sort of. Okay. Builders of nigh indestructible ships. Does that mean? Mighty and tough, your ships all have double strength hulls. That's that's not that great of an ability. It should be fantastic, but it isn't. Orpha. Orpha are from a seething volcanic world, and they are able to subsist on raw minerals. They are slothful but highly intelligent. Yeah. Spending time in lava pools. These are a backstory to you, or sort of, and this is more information about each race, but I'm not going to read them all. There's so many races, it'll take like 15 minutes to half an hour to go through them all. So I'll read the quick introduction and see the special ability to know we need to know to make our choice. The Orpha are unfazed by hostile environments. You can build on black planet squares, so basically you don't need to terraform planets. That's a pretty huge ability. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I've no one. Kombuchas, these look like some nasty hamburgers that have gone bad. They subsist by filtering the rich soupy atmosphere of their world. A kombucha's entire body is a convoluted sensory membrane. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks weird. Okay, clairvoyance. Kombucha can sense life forms from far away. You can see all alien home stars. This would be a good one in the sense that we could see that certain races aren't in the game, so it might be a good game to play. What do I mean by that? Well, I'll explain when we encounter Marmosins. Oh, I feel tempted to play with them, just to make sure that they are in the game. Yeah, I'll explain when we get there. Next race, Hanshucks. Again, very weird looking race. Hanshucks are an ancient race of toroidal mind bodies. They are in tune with life and nature and are masters of communication. Very fitting music. Telepathic diplomats. Hanshucks are telepathic communicators. You can talk to all other races from the start of the game. Minions. Nimbuloids, Fludentry and Flutmaka. Another race, good in the sense that you can see what the game will probably be like. But I'm not sure how much of an advantage that will be on us. Fludentry. Fludentry are composed entirely of liquid, and a severely injured Fludentry heals in seconds. They are ambitious and unintellectual. They're sort of a warrior race of fluidic creatures. Yeah, instant healers. The Fludentry are resilient. You can repair all damage to your ships, and it'll take 60 days to amass the energy needed to use your ability, so there's a timer, a cooldown period every time you use it. So it's not that great. Bally fleets. The bally fleets are cute little roaches. Yeah, that's definitely not cute. Their disarming appearance belies their ruthless diplomatic skill. Super diplomats. Yeah, disgusting rats are super diplomats. You can force all aliens to make peace with you. Takes 100 days to amass energy needed to use your ability. I'm not sure how useful this is. I suspect it only affects NPC, because that otherwise it would be quite silly. Swaparamans. Swaparamans are cosmic exiles. They were driven from their homeworld by the Great Maka and survived only by finding great strength in adversity. Yeah, I like this very alien looking and weird design. I do like the concept of many of these races, energy doublers. You can double the power of all your ships. Takes 62 days to amass energy needed to use. I have no idea if this is a temporary thing or what. I suspect it's a temporary boost, but that seems like a sort of a useless boost. Fruit Maca. The Fruit Maca share a common homeworld and ancestry with the Swaparamans. Their black hole god, Ravisha, has given them the ability to warp space. Teleporters. Again, some nice music. Special ability, you can warp alien ships out of your colony stars. It's another 77 days to amass the energy needed to use your ability. That's an interesting ability. Again, not something that useful. Shivar. The Shivar are a non-organic life form and masters of the dark forces of the universe. They harness arcane powers to sap and oppose all life. Yeah, they don't resemble any other life form. Energy sappers. You can wipe out the power of all alien ships in systems you occupy. It will take 90 days to amass the energy needed to. That's a powerful ability. You can destroy an alien fleet because it's because how energy works in this game. I'll explain it in detail when we actually enter ship-to-ship combat. I'll probably say a few unfriendly words about it anyway. Govorom are spirits of nature. They transformed their once barren homeworld into a lush paradise. They are guarded but trustworthy. Yeah. In a weird looking alien race. But they are very familiar and pleasing shapes to them. Planet nurturers are nature goddesses. You can turn your least populated colony into a rich world. 150 days to amass the energy needed to use this ability. Yeah, that's a long time. Least populated colony to a rich world. What a rich world is well, here's a rich world. Usually it's you don't find these colored squares on a planet. What they mean, a colored square like this means it gives a bonus to one of your abilities. Science or research, industry or prosperity. Prosperity is green, in research is blue, industry is red. Can I... If you can build any building on any square here, but that just gives, if you build up prosperity, giving a structure like an aqueduct, it gets a bonus to it. Things like that. So basically, you can transform on any planet, no matter how crappy it is, into this kind of super planet that's full of bonuses. Normal planets don't have any of that. I'll show that when we look at another race what a normal planet looks like. Unguma. Unguma are brain parasites. Their mind control can leave a victim uncertain of which memories are real and which are implanted. That's interesting. You can play as a race of brain parasites. Oh, they look... That is interesting. Travel disruptor. Okay, let's look at the world while we're at it before moving on to new things. Here's another super planet. We're not colonizing it yet. This is a typical planet, sort of white squares which don't give bones, and black squares which you can't build on unless you are an orphan. You have to terraform these, and terraforming in this game is a very high level technology. So most planets are... they have some special areas, but they also have a lot of areas you can't do anything with, and a lot of white squares when you don't put any bonuses. But the nature goddesses can make planets like this, no matter how bad it is. So this is an amazing starter planet location. This is the largest planet size, and this is the best planet type. So this planet alone will be worth several normal planets of colonization. This is an amazing planet to start with. But now onto the Anguma special ability. The Anguma are mischievous. You can bump all ships in star lanes backward to their star of origin. 140 days to amass the energy needed to use this ability. It's totally useless with these normal star lanes, which are blue, but there are red lines too, and traveling through those takes a lot longer. So it can take something on the nature of 50 turns. So imagine flying it to the end and someone using this special ability to bump you back. So that's a wasted 40-50 days for your fleet. It's not a great ability. It's sort of you can piss other players off, but since they're computer players, they don't really get pissed off. So I'm not sure what the point is. I'm guessing the attraction is you can play a brain parasite. That's interesting. The actual powers they have are less so, and that's the same thing is throughout this game. So many of the concepts and ideas are very good in this game and interesting, but the actual implementation sucks, at least quite often. Okay, dub tags. Practice science in a most unsportsmanlike fashion. Nearly all of their knowledge is stolen, so technology thieves. Some kind of manta rays that walk on stick-like legs. There's hundreds and thousands of them. Yeah, very odd looking. I do like that. So they're not humanoids, they're extremely odd looking. What is it exactly? You can steal any technology known by at least 2 other races, so... this isn't a great way to move your technology forward, but it ensures you can never really fall behind. So... yeah, it's not a great thing in my opinion. Okay, Capellans. Capellans are adept at camouflage, self-protection and survival. They keep their motives hidden and are cunning diplomats. Yes, they're sort of an alien chameleon-like entity. Again, I do very much like the music in this game. Very fitting themes. You can make all your colonies invincible for 1 day. This is a crap ability, basically. So what's 1 day? You made your colonies invincible. The enemy backs away, clicks next turn, then attack. So what did you achieve? You achieved nothing. You can't bring reinforcements in 1 day. It'll take some time to travel. If they're already in the system, you don't need to make them invulnerable for 1 day. So special ability is too niche to be of much use. Amebes. Large single-celled creatures that reproduce at will. They are extremely expansionistic and communication with them is difficult. They look like large cells. Rapid reproducers, well, that's a predictable ability. You can increase the maximum population of all your colonies. Why is that good? It's good at the beginning of the game because, yeah, you have like 25 units of population. There are a lot more than 25 squares on this planet, so you have to increase your population, maximum population somehow. At the start, you can only do it by building an outpost, and that, yeah, provides additional living facilities for additional population. But the thing is, it wastes a square here, so it's a square you can't produce a building that actually helps you. So with the mebes you can, to a large extent, ignore the outpost at the early part of the game. No other race can do that. Later on you have many ways to get around that, but that's a long time, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of turns before you can even get the next best thing to an out compared to a after outpost. So what it means, you can fully develop a lot of your colonies without having to waste your slots on outposts. So I would say that's a good ability to have. Oculons. Oculons are chivalrous race of astronomers and mystics. They are fierce enemies and loyal friends. And a huge eye. Super astronomer, so what does that mean? Yeah, they see all the star lanes at the start of the game. Yeah. They don't have to do any guessing. And these are the red lanes I talked about there. Similar in the other star lanes, but they're very slow to travel through. So they function as a travel limiter in the game. You can only travel through these star lanes, so there are strategic locations. And I do like that quite a lot in this game. It's a nice idea once again. So that's a bit of free information you get, not a super ability in my opinion. You can gain that all by just exploring. Hey, Arbrils. Arbrils are a gangly tree people. They are respectful of other life but want more than anything to be left alone. So, ends, I suppose. But very unique look to them still. Not copied from anywhere else. System isolators, what's that? Can disrupt the flow of space. You can block all star lanes entering your colonized systems. will take 92 days to amass the energy needed to use your ability. That's a xeno-archaeological ruin. If you build a certain building there, you'll get one free technology. Technologies are things like that. Yeah, xeno-archaeological dig, Tonkling Diary, Tonkling's Motor, Tonkling Frequency Analyzer, so orbital structures, shipyard orbital shields. It's a random tech you get, so it might be you might get a you might get a Tonkling Diary, or you might get some kind of tech at the end of the tree, like advanced planetary defenses or something like that. It's totally random, so those sites are extremely valuable. That's one of the reasons you want to do as much exploration and colonization at the start as you can. I don't think this is a very good race if you are looking for yeah, oh god, the Marmosians. I mentioned them earlier and why they're bad. Marmosians are territorial insects. They use complex pheromone signals to manipulate other creatures into protecting their territory forward. And this is why I think these are a terrible race for Let's Play, because if you have Marmosians in your game, hostility diverters, yeah. If you have Marmosians in your game, it's going to soon after you meet them, it's only one thing is gonna happen. You're gonna be at war with everyone. That's because of their special ability. Yeah, Marmosians can create hatred. You can cause alien species to strongly dislike any species at war with you. So what happens is they're very hostile anyway, so once you get into war with them, within a short amount of time, every race will be at war with you. And then it's just one long grind against every other race before the game finally ends. So I'm tempted to play with Marmosians simply so there are no Marmosians in this game on the opposite side. They're not terrible or bad, but you have diplomacy in this game, things like that. But if the Marmosians are in the game, you can just throw all that out the window immediately. You're not gonna be doing that. As soon as you have your first war with them, it's all over. Okay, Chronomists. Chronomists are Jew-like water creatures. Their brains are organic optical computers, making them lightning quick. Another interesting race. Lane travelers. Chronomists can change the rate of time passage. You can move quickly through timelines, so they can travel faster than any other race through. That's not a bad ability to have, not at all. Another possible option, certainly. Very realistic option to take. Chamachis. Chamachis are six-legged reptilians. They are fascinated with technology and gadgets, and produce brilliant engineers and fleet captains. I don't want to play with these. I think they're overpowered. You can immediately achieve any discovery you are pursuing, so if I research that and I use the special ability, I discover it immediately. So basically you can jump certain technologies immediately. What it means, it's very easy to achieve a technological advantage with the Chamachis. And taken in addition to, there's an AI problem in this game, in that it's not amazingly brilliant. And this is a version of the game where it has been patched to be better. In the original game it's absolutely hopeless trash. It's not great here either, but it's at least better. And here's the problem. It's not that difficult to gain a research advantage over the enemy. With Chamatis you're guaranteed to gain it, and once you gain it you can pretty much crush the enemies. So I want to avoid that. It might happen in the game, but I don't want to get it by using a special ability to really get it. So, Nimbuloids. Nimbuloids are composed of dense, cohesive gases. Their ability to form tools of any shape and fit into small spaces make them marvelous builders. Yeah, this is another interesting race. Very fitting music against wind blowing in the background. Expert builders. You can boost the progress of all your colony's projects. They don't automatically complete, but you sort of give them more production by special abilities, so you can boost up your production at fairly frequent intervals. So this is a good race, I think. And that's all the races introductions, at least basic ones. So now we have to choose what we're going to play with. Chamachis are right out. I refuse to play with them, they're too good. If the AI in this game was better, maybe, but it's not. Okay, first let's select star density. We'll take the sparse. The game won't be too long, but it's not too empty either. There will be some proper exploration and traveling involved. So I think it's a good balance. I hope it is. At least. I don't really see that much of an advantage from playing Chronomis. Every race also has unique ships. Don't recall what anyone really has. What do Mebes have? Did they have the vagina ships? I think they have the sort of a... Their ships don't look like vaginas, but their larger ships sort of do. It's weird to explain, I don't want to play with them. I think they're a good race to play though. I'm suspecting their ships look like manta rays or whatever those creatures are. Called in English. I think we'll play with Goverom. Nature spirits and purple or pink. I think purple might be more fitting. Yeah, let's play with purple. Goverom planet nurturers, our people, the Goverom, sense the wonderful truth that the galaxy teems with life in a beautiful endless variety of forms. The Goverom must reach the stars. There are misguided species, life forms out of balance, that pose a threat to other life. The youngest generation of Goverom is far larger than any previous generation. Most of these young Goverom pine for the other worlds where they feel in the core of their being their duty of protection lies. Okay. The Goverom evolved on a barren desert planet. In order to survive, they learned to preserve and nurture the scant resources of their world. They do not have an organized society. They live apart from each other, each being a caretaker of a small region of the planet. The regions they care for are ever changing and are not agreed upon, but handed purely by intuition. Each government knows instinctively where its region lies. Their power grew over time until much of their planet teemed with life. Given an already hospitable planet, they are able to transform it into a paradise. Okay.